Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Adam and I'm coming at you guys with my third place OTS Championship qualifier list. So I got third place, which granted me an invite to Nats, and I actually got it with Libromancer. I decided to play Libromancer because, I don't know, I think Geek Boy looks incredible. I love all the artwork. And the deck doesn't really lose to what the other meta decks do. And we'll get to that in a more in-depth explanation. This deck has been an absolute blast to play. I know this format kind of sucks objectively, but I don't know. I think this deck is like a breath of fresh air in my eyes. I don't know. I really enjoy it. And if you guys have any questions or comments, please like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and then we can chat in the comment box, man. And I'll tell you all about this deck. It's been super fun. So I got third place. My only loss in Swiss was to the guy who got second, and then I ended up actually tying with the guy who ended up taking first place. But other than that, guys, this deck was like steamrolling people left and right, so I'm very excited to share the profile. So to start, 3 Geek Boy, he searches a spell. Generally, well, it's always going to be your field spell, but yeah, he's insane. They all special summon, they don't normal summon at all. Geek Boy's crazy. I know a lot of people play too. I definitely see the argument for it. I just wanted to make sure I had access to my field spell, because access to field spell makes the world go around in this deck. So 3 Geek, he was fantastic all day. Next, 3 Fire. This card's sick. He was everything the deck needed. He searches a monster. So the theme with the Libros, they special and then do something productive. So like the engine itself allows you to go plus a lot. You're doing a lot of searching, a lot of adding, a lot of specialing. Fire's crazy, man. I'm a big fan of him. Shout out to Konami for sure. Next, with Doombroker, 1 agent. This is the perfect Libro lineup. You don't need to play any less anymore. I know some people play Misty Girl, and that's fine too. But if you're recycling your deck properly, Agent searches you the trap, or Doombroker searches the trap. Agent cycles back a card from your graveyard, and if you're cycling correctly, you're gonna add back your trap. So you're playing this really heavy controls variant. But even if you open Agent, just adding back a Libra is never a bad idea either. Yeah, these cards overperformed. Doombroker's insane. Against the Punk Therion Scythe deck, he milled Scythe off of the Chaos Ruler and then Baroned to bring back the Scythe. So I was Scythe locked, but luckily I had access to Doombroker. So I made Doombroker attack directly, spun back the rest of his cards. It was a very simplified game set as is. And then I set up my trap and I won. So through a Scythe lock, which a lot of decks can't say they can do right now. Next, the best engine in the game. I know a lot of people hate this engine. They're tired of it. But listen, man, if these cards are legal, you got to play them if you want to win. Any deck that can play Adventure, do it. Pretty much every single game I played that wasn't Despia had some sort of adventure package in it. It's just so good, man. And Griffin gets you into your Baron plays, and then your token gets you into Shooting Riser. It's insane. Next, 2 Illusion, 2 Souls. This should be 3 Illusion, 1,600%. I just couldn't get access to it, so I was like, you know what, fine, we'll roll with it. And I mean, it was fine. There was instances where I really needed a ritual in hand, and I feel like maxing out on Souls would help that. So definitely play 3 Souls. I would cut maybe a Geek Boy or maybe the Terraforming for the 3rd Illusion, and yeah, Souls is crazy. Pot of Greed's really good, guys. It's insane. Next, Rose Package. I think this is the 2nd best engine in the game. Synchro Material, special this, add spell, yada yada yada, start winning. Yeah, it was just crazy all day. Next, God cards, Jet, Snow. So fun fact, I actually never got to play with Snow. I've been playing since 2018, and I was playing Orcust, and so you just really never ran Snow generally. I got to play with this card for the first time in the tournament, and oh my god. Snow is so freaking good, man, and it makes me wonder why is this card back? Why? I don't understand. Next, hand trap lineup. 3 Ash, 3 Nibiru, 2 Veiler, and then the 1 Ogre. So it's kind of weird and clunky, I know, and maybe I'd play like more Valor and definitely more Ogre. This card was crazy all day long. Like against those like Hulk Scythe dot decks, like if you Ogre the Hulk, like yeah, they get their tuner, but like they don't get access to TG. So it's like, good luck, bub. And then Nib was crazy all day, like against like decks like Sword Soul. Like they don't even make Baron anymore. They make like the evil Ching Ying or whatever you want to call it. And you just nib their board, so it's super strong. They just don't respect it. They don't respect main deck nib. Next, triple E-Telly. It's another reason why I play the one Ogre. I'll definitely play more in my future list, but E-Telly's insane. Getting access to Geek Boy, getting access to a tuner. Not a once per turn. So freaking good. Next, our Adventure Package. 3 Rights, 1 Draco, 1 Fateful. Draco's like your main deck out to Mystic Mine, which is amazing. It's incredible. Like, thank God, because there was a Mystic Mine player there at the tournament. So, I just think it's the best engine in the game. Funny enough, in my top 4, I drew this card all 3 games. I was like, what are the chances in a 50 card pile? But I mean, whatever. We still got the top. Next, Terraforming. Filled Spell. Probably don't even play Terraforming again. Like, there's so many things you could add and cut this card. Because, like, you just play harder in the draw anyways, if you resolve Terraforming. Oh my god, this card's insane. Adding a Libron activation, and then, like, this is also your ritual spell. Like, I don't understand why they even printed the actual ritual spell. Like, this card does it better in so many different ways. Next, I play the 3 prep. I've seen some people play 2. Dude, I think that's incorrect. I think in a ritual-based deck, you want to see your rituals. Not being once per turn is also really crazy. Yeah, it overperforms, especially when you only have 2 illusion. So, like, it was good. Really good. Next, Basil, Foolish. Foolish post side gets absolutely absurd. Being able to do, like, you know, sending like a Banshee or a Token Collector, like it's so freaking good. And then Basil's Basil, no explanation. The 1 Intervention. So this was like the selling point for me as to why I wanted to play Libro instead of like the actual just base deck itself. So you don't lose to Dark Ruler like other decks do because you have a response. And then, like, if you get drop loaded, they have to specifically send an imperm or, like, a trap. And then, like, but you know they're not going to hold that on their turn just for that play. Maybe, like, if they actually know what's going on. And a lot of people didn't, so this card is just insane. It's, like, one of the biggest reasons you want to play Libromancer with your base cards. It's an Omni Negate plus Monster Reborn. So you, like, plus on your opponent's turn by negating their stuff. Like, it's crazy. Next, the 3 Impermanents. I wanted to note to Branded Opening, and just like the fact that you can play this card on turn 0 is super strong, always. And it also acts as like a pseudo Cosmic when you get like anti-spelled, which did come up, so. Next, the extra deck. I'm an idiot, short answer, and I didn't play a card I thought I was playing. We'll get to it though. But starting off, you want to play the Hulk. He is everything in the deck. You resolve Hulk, you win, pretty much. And even if this guy gets stopped, you could still tag out on your opponent's turn. So, Hulk's so good, man. The God card, Cross Sheep. Oh my god, this card is insane. So, like, into your main full combo, you draw 4 cards. Cross Sheep, literally in one of my games, like, I drew into Snow and already opened up Token Collector. And so those are free discards. And, like, if you draw into Enchantress, you're just a savage. So, next, I play the Charmers. They all come up. They're all amazing. If your Libromancer Fire gets Ash, you can just make this and make Hulk that way. Dark's crazy. Line is crazy, especially when they have Effect Veiler. Free Selene access. They all come up. I wouldn't change anything about that. I enjoyed playing with them. They're really good. Next, Selene, Unicorn. Selene just snags games out of nowhere, and then I usually make Unicorn. I'm trying to, like, fish out for some back row. But even if this guy gets stopped, like, it's okay, because you play an access code. And so you just OTK them still. Access is crazy, obviously. So very good cards. Very good cards. Next, I play the one dragster. I regret playing the dragster. This should be this guy's spot, Link Karibo. So I goofed. I thought I was playing him. I just, because I'd always been playing with him. I guess I switched out something last minute. And I went to go make Link Karibo, and I just didn't have him. So, but I mean, dragster was fine too. This guy puts in a lot of work. I mean, I don't regret playing with him. It's just like, this card like makes everything work in your deck, and I don't know. I should have lost a lot more than I did, but I was just able to make it work, man. Next, the second god card, Desert Locust. This card is insane. Just making your opponent discard a card, like, against Sword Soul, when they go, like, Long Wand, reveal a worm, like, you tag into Hawk and make them discard the worm. It's really good, man. It's super strong. Next, the Croc. I enjoyed playing with Croc a lot. I know, like, Milano talks good things about this card. So basically, in your full combo, you draw 4, and then potentially 5 if you want to go into a Croc, just depending on how your board is, like, looking and, like, what's actually happening. Yeah, so Croc's really good. I enjoyed him. Next, Riser is insane. Obviously, this card's at 1 for a reason. Might even get banned. And then Black Rose. So it's my favorite card of all time. I actually never made it, but like you can make it in this deck. So you can go like Hawk Effect, Riser sends Snow, or Enchantress, and then like Intervention, Special Backfire, and then just Black Rose on their turn. I never made it, but like in practice on DB and stuff, like I made it actually quite a few times. So I don't know. I enjoyed it. Next, Herald. MVP, man. Herald was so good all day long because I played against like so many Therion decks, and in those types of strategies, like Herald thrives. And if you don't have access to like your intervention play, this at least ensures you don't get cooked to Droplet. Herald was insane, and plus when it's sent to graveyard, you know, it gives you some follow-up. And then Baron. Baron is insane. It's probably the best synchro monster out right now. I know I talk good about all my synchros, man, but Baron just, it's it for sure. This card's heat. Big fan. All right, next, the side deck, which is just a pile of cards. I don't know. I felt like it was awful. Double Droll. This is incorrect. You need to play 3 Droll. All the Therion, Punk, Dot decks, they all crumble to Droll. Xeon pays 6. All right, cool. And then, bam, see ya. Droll's insane. I need to play more of this. I don't know why I didn't. Triple Dark Ruler. I wanted to play Droplet really bad. I did, but in a ritual-based deck, you need every card in your hand. So I decided to play the 3 Dark Ruler. It was phenomenal all day, especially when you draw it as your 6th card, which I did. Z-World, Token Collector Banshee. Sorry, they're not in that order. Again, really good all day. I never saw a Flunder matchup. This one in almost every match because, you know, the adventure. But yeah, so like Riser and Foolish just becomes so much more broken. Next, 3D Barrier. And another selling point for me, man, is like, this deck does not crumble when you get debarriered. Because a lot of the time they're going to call Synchro. And like, that's fine, but you're a ritual deck, so you don't really, you know, you just play Charmer Control with like Doombroker, and like a lot of the time that's still enough to win. And then like, I was hesitant to play a going first Floodgate in a 50 card pile, but like I said, when you draw so many cards, man, it's fine. And like, I saw it a lot, so like I'm happy about the decision. You can go full combo against like a Sword Soul player and then say you can't Synchro Summon. It's like, well, GG's. Next, Triple Cosmic, the 1 Duster. I never see Duster, but I mean, you play them. So I never played against Flunder, but a lot of the time this came in against my Despia matchup. Just because, like, if you can start snapping the back row, the Branded in red, I mean, there's no surprises anymore at that point, right? And it's like, yeah, their board's going to suck still to navigate, but, like, it'd be better than having, like, a Guardian Chimera on your turn. So I felt like that was needed. But yeah, overall, guys, that was the list. I really enjoyed playing with Libromancers. I think this deck is like super strong. And a lot of people still don't know what this deck like accomplishes. And so like they'll sit there and like read your cards and like they'll Ash Geek Boy when you already have Field Spell, or like it's honestly insane how good this deck is actually. I've enjoyed playing with it. I've been playing with it and played about every variant. of Libro for the past like month, 2 months maybe, ever since Fire came out. And like, I definitely think this is probably one of the best variants to play for Libromancer that's not a scythe lock deck. But yeah, and so like it just kind of proves like you can get a top without scythe. I'm not saying the card is a problem, or not saying the card's not a problem, because this card, it's very much a problem, but I decided not to play scythe. I don't know, I have a little bit of integrity. But if you guys have any questions or comments that you would like to add, or like, you know, just want to chat about the deck, definitely comment down below, man. I would love to talk to every single one of you about the deck. If you have any questions or comments, feel free. And with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good day. Peace.